I did got to spend 4 hours how to add Sirenscape to like my main menu search thing because
Ah,
that was not working at all.
so
So yeah, yay Linux.
so
Whoop.
Sirenscape working for you right now?
It is.
Are you actually hearing music?
I'm not.
Not at the moment.
Oh, yep, there he goes.
No.
I heard the
Oh
Wilhelm
wait.
scream.
Yes. Oh, but I
I've had to turn mine right
think
up.
that's no Wilhelm screams.
So is that a yes or a no from you, Jeroen?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Did you hear that?
Yes. Wilhelm scream.
Hey!
Aw.
So, how about a little recap from last week? Who's up for it?
Well, it's not really last
I
week, it was a few days ago.
Well, it was
yeah.
Saturday last week.
Well, it's reading up on the notes, really, because I didn't really write a recap.
Yeah,
So,
so just give me the cliff notes.
well. You're on! Tell him.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got my notes open.
Yeah, I
I
was
can
going to
do
say,
it.
I've got some notes, yeah?
Yeah, so we got a letter from Rupert Merriweather, who is attached to the Miskatonic University and who called us towards his deathbed bed in the hospital, where he gave us a mysterious box and told us about how he and a group of students way, way, way back bought a house somewhere in Ross's Corner. And in that house summoned an evil spirit, but managed to trap it in the bedroom or the attic. I don't remember. And now Mr. Rupert Merriweather is the last of this group of students to still be alive, and he fears that when he dies, the spell containing the evil spirit will be released and the evil spirit will be set free.
Uh-huh.
So we have gone into the library of the Miskatonic University,
Mm-hmm.
where we have found the Vermees Mysteries, which a translation of which was used by a Marion Allen to summon the spirits.
Oh.
Indeed. Keyword being a translation.
Yes, that's what I missed last session.
Because sadly, none of you speak or read
Yes.
Latin.
Nope.
Yes.
Peter did. And now he's on the floor convulsing. So that's a thing then. So basically, anyone that reads it, kind of, you got to know what you're doing. You can't just read it, otherwise.
Well, you can certainly try, and Stephen, you're holding the book, right?
Yes. Well, I assume that Peter took a hold of it and dropped it when he fainted or got a stroke or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I will pick it up. And we're in the library, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, we're
I'm
in
going
the
to look
secret room.
for yeah,
Restricted area.
I'm going to look for a Latin to English dictionary.
All right, give me a library use.
Yes.
Can I help him with it?
Hoo-hoo!
No,
Of
never
course,
mind. Don't
right.
need to.
Sure, you can help him if you want to.
Come on, I've got a 1 in 100 chance. Oh!
Well, seeing as Stephen, like he looks around the library, and it's like it's not in the restricted area, but then he has the genius notion of just turning around and walking outside of the restricted area, leaving the helpless man and Susan, sorry, to their own devices. And he just walks to the library. Is rows upon rows upon rows, and he just L11, yes. And he walks to the L, then walks to the D, no pun intended, and picks out a Latin dictionary. Well, there you go, Stephen. You have a Latin dictionary.
Stephen, my man, shouldn't we be helping poor Peter here? I'm just assuming Peter's legs are just flicking around and just like fucking.
Peter is convulsing, foaming from the mouth, and altogether not feeling well.
Yes. Well, let's get some help because I am not very well trained in first aid.
Neither am I, but can I have a check?
Roll me
Can
a
I see
first.
if I can help him?
Sure, roll me a first aid check.
Come on, Peter. Oh, let me spend my 3 points and make that a success.
All right.
So 45. Look.
So what you do is you stabilize him by having Susan sit on his legs, and put a book between his teeth so he doesn't really bite his own tongue off. And it takes a while, but he basically subdues, like his convulsions subside, and he's just sort of unconscious, semi-lucent. With your success, you know he just needs to go to the hospital as fast as he can.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my handkerchief and dab my head, like the good burgomaster of Kresk.
Mm-hmm.
Susan, you better get into a hospital pretty quickly. Stephen, I think we should be leaving about now.
Yes. Shall
Yes.
we carry the poor lad to the entrance, perhaps, and then,
Oh,
or do you think we should leave him to the medics?
best to leave him to the medics. They'll know what they're doing.
Yes.
I think
Okay.
we've overstayed our welcome. I think we should be leaving around about now.
So let's go check out
Let's
these
go.
books.
Yes. Are we gonna do it in the hospital? Or are we gonna go and see Rupert? Do you want to go and see Rupert? Or are we gonna make our way to Ross's corner?
Ooh. But the hospital is like right around
It's
the corner,
next door.
right?
Yeah, it's next door, I think. So.
Yeah. We might as well.
All right, Mr. DM, we could check in on Rupert. Is he still in a coma and still?
I do not know who Mr. DM is, because in this instance I'm called Mr. Keeper.
Mr. Keeper?
Yes, Mr. Keeper.
Are you going to call me... Yes, Mr. Keeper. Are you going to call me Mr. Investigator?
Mr. Investigator Felix de Souza.
Yes. Can we go to see Rupert Merriweather inside the hospital? See
You
if he's
can-
still in a coma?
Sure. So you leave the hospital. Both of you, give me a luck roll.
Okay.
There is luck. Is it under skills?
Fail.
You just double click the current luck
Oh,
on the main screen. Yeah.
yeah, yes.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Seeing as Stephen had a fail and Felix had a hard success, Felix, you walk out towards the exit of the library and you see the professor rounding the corner, and just as his head turns towards you, Felix pulls you back in one of the alleys filled with books. And you take the long way around, just so he doesn't start asking any questions.
Is this Professor Armitage?
Professor Armitage, indeed. And
But
you
why
take
would we?
Well, don't question it. You.
Christ.
You
Why are we
take-
hiding, man?
Well, if you don't want to hide, that's also
No, no,
good.
no, no, no. I'm going to hide because I've just realised why. Yes. Carry on.
Indeed. So you hide and you take the long way round, past some of the stellages with books, and slip out of the front door. The hospital's indeed right next door. What do you want to do?
Well. So we saw the professor walking in this direction, but we went the long way around.
Sorry?
So we saw the professor walking in this direction, but we went the long way round. And they were outside the hospital.
Indeed.
Do we see the professor from where we are?
If you look back, yeah, you can tell that he's walking towards the restricted area.
Oh, we'll just go to the hospital.
Let's just go
Yeah.
to the hospital.
Let's stay out of his way, old chap.
You
Right.
enter the hospital and you're at the front desk. You ring the bell and it's a plethora of people walking around, running, screaming, not in pain, just like screaming orders and screaming acknowledgements, yelling. And the receptionist turns to you and says, "What can I do for you?"
Hello, madam. We're here to see a family member of ours, Rupert Merriweather.
Merriweather. Give me a moment. And she turns around, walks to one of the cabinets, opens it, and you see that this cabinet's lined with like the alphabet, like A, B, C, and she pulls on the one that says M&M, flips through a few of them, and pulls out a file, opens it, and give me a spot hidden check, both of you.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, yes.
Felix,
Yes.
you are pretty with a 71, which is a fail.
Yeah, I'm dabbing my face with my handkerchief. Oh,
Yes, indeed, it's pretty warm. The dabbing, you miss her initial reaction as she pulls the file, but Stephen, you can tell that she pulls the file, reads it, and is like taken aback for a second. She looks back at you, looks back at the file, puts it back, and quite hesitantly moves back to the desk and says, are you all family, or?
I'm a distant cousin, and this is his nephew.
I'm gonna need some papers, some identification, please.
You can have mine, but I'm afraid Stephen here, he doesn't have his with him. He left them at my house this morning.
All right, I just need one of yous, so
Yes.
please, sir.
Well, I actually am related to him, so no, so I can.
Well, you just show your.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You're related? You don't
Yes,
have the
what
same last name. I'm kind of confused here.
A distant cousin on the mother's side.
Ah, quite. Well, Mr. Felix, I'm very sorry to hear to be the one to tell you that, but he dead.
Can I
Oh.
let out a Darth Vader scream? No! No! No, I'm just gonna be taken aback and look at Stephen. Just go. Well, I wasn't
Yeah.
that close to him, I'd say, but
Let's leave the close family some time for grieving.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, my dear. That's all we all now.
All right.
Well, I don't know. Do we want to go and see the body or anything?
I don't think that we could gain anything from that.
May I ask, my darling, before you leave, how did he die? What's the cause of death?
Well, from what I can, I'm no medical physician, you know, but from what I can tell, he died peacefully in his sleep, while screaming in agony.
Ah, of course. Yes, yes,
Yes, as one does.
yes. I look at Stephen. Do you know what she's saying? I have no idea what she means by that.
No, me neither.
Medical
But
check.
um,
Oh! What a fucking shame.
Jesus
Spend them
Christ,
3 points.
Steven.
Just spend them 3
That's
points
like,
now.
you rolled a 3 and a 4 in the last hour. In the last, what is it? 17
15 minutes. Yeah.
See, Call of Cthulhu is so much better. Because just look
Steven,
at that. Their odds are so much bigger. God, spend the 3 points, man. Come on.
Do you spend the 3 points,
Yeah,
Steven?
I don't know what I'll gain out of this, but yes.
All right.
spend the 3
Steven, put a
points.
tick next to medicine.
Right.
All right. So basically, you can tell that she was trying to be nice, to let you know that he died peacefully. Though she did give a hint that he died in sheer agony, screaming.
Just a small subtle hint. Yes. Well, okay. Thank you, madam. I think
All right,
that is all
Sheila.
we need to know, right, Felix?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Of course, of course.
Let's
Let's-
let's see if we can go find that bus.
Right, is it, I'm going to assume I know the town as I live in it, well, this part of Arkham. Would I know where the nearest bus station is?
Yeah, like everything in this town in Arkham is about 30 minutes walking. And strangely enough, it's also 30 minutes driving and 30 minutes by public transportation.
It's about 30 minutes away. Should we head off?
Well, yes, probably.
Do you think there's anything we should need before we leave Arkham? Because Ross's Corner doesn't sound like a big stead. Sounds like a two-bit town in the middle of nowhere.
Well,
You're the military
thing
man.
is,
I'm just an architect. Come on, you should know.
yes. Well, but I'm not very acquainted with the occult. But the thing is, I would like to be prepared, as you say. Because if Mr. Rupert has died and his theory is correct, then that means the spirit is no longer contained to the attic in this room. and perhaps nowhere in all of Ross's Corner would be safe. So perhaps it is better to return to your study if you have one.
Yes, of course.
Fuck, that's loud.
Sorry.
To
See, science goes really quiet.
uh,
Oh, yeah, because only
I
the
had it
record
turned all the way up.
button. Yeah. There we go. Carry on. Sorry, Stephen.
Yes. Um, so perhaps it would be better to return to your study and see what we can make of this book here using this dictionary.
Well, my house is about half hour away, I say, and let's make haste. I feel a big montage of copying letters over coming on. Have you got montage music, Mr. Coins?
Of course I got montage music. Come on, what do you think me for? Some 2-bit non-montage music having ruffian?
This is where it quickly downloads montage music. Oh.
This is just a placeholder.
Should we say spend the next day just deciphering as much as we can from this book? But I don't think we should speak it aloud, Stephen. Remember what happened to Peter? Whatever you
Yes,
decipher,
indeed.
just write it down, and maybe we can just read it and nothing will happen. But just be ready. I feel like this isn't a
Well,
book, any old book.
I think for dear old Peter, just reading it was quite enough. Perhaps before we start reading it, we should make sure that we have some medical supplies on hand.
Well, we are in a hospital. This is America, and everything is paid for.
Land of the free.
Home of the brave.
Yeehaw.
Roll a yeehaw check for me.
That's gonna be a thing.
That would be, I would say, language other, but I don't have that. So.
Right, so you're moving back to Felix's apartment
Yes.
with both books
Yeah.
in the pocket.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Do we feel like we're being followed at all?
Roll me a spot hidden.
For fuck. No, I'm not going to spend the points on that one.
Do we pass by a pharmacy or
Roll me a
something like
luck
that?
roll.
'Cause yeah.
On this way, you don't feel like you're being followed. As you're looking around to see if you're being followed, you're not really like seeing any pharmacy or first aid store at this moment.
I think it's a bit of a loss trying to find some first aid supplies. Maybe we should get the next best thing. Where's the nearest bar?
Second aid supplies.
Alcohol?
Yeah, of course, alcohol. You know, yeah, Stephen, we're going to get along really nicely. I can see it already.
All right.
Do we
so
pass a... What?
I will tell you that you do pass multiple bars.
Would any of these bars be considered my local bar? Where I would be a regular? Because Mr. D'Souza does like a good tipple of the brandy of the evening.
He sure does, and I will ask you to roll me a... Oh my god, what's it called again? credit rating roll.
Oh, yes. Come on, baby. Finally! It's regular, I'll take it.
Put a tick next to credit rating for me.
What's these little ticks we're doing? I've got to ask.
Well, that's the way you level in Call of Cthulhu.
You can't level that.
No, you can't really level up, but what you can do
Because
is...
there's no tick box.
Sorry?
There's no little tick box next to it.
No, but what you can do
Yes.
is after you ticked your... Oh no, you cannot tick your credit rating. I'm very sorry.
No.
But everything you have ticked, I ticked your library use for you because
Yes.
you succeeded. At some point, I will ask both of you to roll, and if you roll below your number for each thing, you can roll a d10 and add that to your base number.
So that's how you level up in Call of Cthulhu.
That's how you level up.
Oh, it's so much better than 5e.
It's so much better than anything I've ever played.
Got to get everyone else on the vibe on this.
Well, that's up to you guys.
I don't know. I like our little.
It's 2 boys, 1 cup.
It's-
Keeper.
Freudian slip.
Indeed.
Ooh.
And you enter this rather lovely establishment.
Do I recognise the bartender that's?
Oh yeah, that's Steve.
Ah, Stephen. Meet my friend Stephen.
Pleasure.
Steven?
Stephen.
Stephen, it's going to be a long one for me tonight, so I was just wondering if I could have a bottle of brandy on my tab. And I'll come and pay you tomorrow morning, but I really need to start working on this. It's very important to me.
Well, seeing as you had a success on your credit rating, Steve looks at you and says, "Right you are, Mr. D'Souza."
Ah, thank you, Stephen.
Puts a bottle there, 2 glasses, and says, "If you need another one, you know where to find me." And he walks away to his other patrons.
No, but I want the bottle.
Yeah, he put the bottle there and 2 glasses.
I'm going to grab all 3 and just start walking out the door like I belong. Thank you, Stephen. Back to my study. There you go, medical supplies.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so you head up
To
to
my-
your study, to your house, basically. Open the door. It's pretty much the way you left it. Only now you have a bottle of brandy and 2 glasses. What do you do?
I'm going to pour me and Stephen a drink each and put the bottle in the middle and say, okay, let's start deciphering this. And being an architect, I'm going to assume I've got like big scrolls of paper and around, and I'm just going to grab a pen, a couple of pencils, a couple of pens, and just lay everything down so we can just start deciphering all the letters like in a big web. So we can just like write all the letters down, write all the things down, because neither one of us know this language, so deciphering what's being said, we're gonna need a lot of space.
Well, we don't. We're not gonna need to translate like individual letters because it's a Latin. Latin. It's
Well,
the Latin script. So
Jeroen, did
Like
you
that-
have
that's what-
Latin in high school?
Yes, 2 years.
All right.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He's so smart.
No, because otherwise I would have done 6 years of Latin instead of only 2.
All right. So you guys use this dictionary and the other book. What's it called again, Jeroen?
The Vermees Mysteries.
Indeed. And the Vermees Mysteries. And you put them next to each other. Are you both like looking at the dictionary and the book? You both poring over it?
I feel like a sanity check's coming here, but I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, I'd
We're in
say
the middle
so.
of we're in the middle of a montage.
Both of you are checking the Vermees and the other book, and checking and flipping through one, flipping through the other. Both of you give me an intelligence roll.
I'm gonna spend the 3 points there.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you spend them?
Yes.
All right.
Look, 42.
As you're looking through the dictionary and mixing and matching words with the Vermelis, a rather disturbing story takes fold. Because you both passed your intelligence roll, both of you give me a sanity roll. Whew. Steven, roll me a d8. Stephen, you look at this book and it dawns on you. It dawns on you that there is more to this world than meets the eye. There is a veil drawn over the waking world, and you just glimpsed beyond it. You pulled aside the veil. Roll me a d10, Stephen.
Okay.
A weird feeling runs down your spine as you're looking into this book. Roll me a d100. Perfect. You're looking at this book and you're looking at the pictures and you see monsters, worm-like beings. And out of the corner of your eye, you see Felix's firearm, his 45. And for some reason, your mind connects the two. and you develop a fear or firearms.
What?
Oh boy. Get Felix. Put the gun away. Put the gun away, goddammit.
I just pull my jacket forward and.
I don't want to see it.
But Stephen,
Keep it away from me.
you're a military man. You have a firearm yourself. What's
No,
the
I do not.
hostility? We've been here all morning. You know about this. I'm just gonna go. Okay, old chap. Don't worry. I can see that this might be some sort of lapse from the war. I'm going to carefully put my gun away underneath here. I'm just going to slowly pull it out from under my jacket. Don't worry, Stephen. Everything's fine. Don't know what this outburst is about. I'm just going to put the gun in a cabinet. It's locked and lock it with the key and put the key back in my pocket. It's locked away. It's away. Calm down. Does he look visibly shook at the moment?
No, the moment he looks visibly shook. Sorry, Stephen, for playing your character for a moment.
No, I do look visibly shook.
Yeah, you look visibly shook, but the moment you put it in your safe and lock the key and put the key in your pocket, he looks subdued, relaxed even.
And so Felix is going to assume that this is some sort of PTSD from the war because he's a sailor and he's a military man. So it's
Sure.
I'm just gonna like that's what Felix is feeling at the moment. He's just like, okay, Stephen, don't calm down. Let's get back to work. I'll be in.
Quite.
Can I ask how does sanity actually work in Call of Cthulhu?
Sure.
Like what?
What's your basic question at the moment?
What happens when we lose too much of it? Like, what kind of side effects do we have, and how do we gain it back?
Well, the first part of your question: if you lose more than 5 in a day, 5 or more in a day, you get a bout of madness. Like you are so shook by, as I said, the veil of normalcy being lifted and seeing the other side of it. You have a bout of temporary madness.
Have I just lost 9 sanity points then?
No, you lost 5, I think. No, you lost 5.
So,
Oh yeah, because you asked me to roll twice, so...
No, I think
Well, there was a D8 and then a D10, so I don't know which one.
No. The
sanity
D8
rolls
was the
or-
5 and the D10 was the 9.
Yeah.
And there is a table that you rolled a D10 for. But because you rolled a 5 on the D8, you lost 5 in a day.
Okay, so
Or
that's
5
what,
in
that's
a certain time period.
right. So now I take 5 points of my current sanity.
Yep, indeed.
Yeah.
So you're
Okay.
down to 48.
Yes.
I had you both roll an intelligence roll to see if you understood what you were looking at. So if Felix didn't use the 3 luck points on his sanity roll or on his intelligence roll,
yes,
he wouldn't know what he was looking at. But seeing as he used 3 sanity points to make it a success, he put the pieces together. And he saw and understood what he was reading and looking at. That's why I asked you both to do a sanity roll.
So if I would have failed,
Yeah,
I wouldn't have had to do the sanity roll because I'm just looking at garbage to me. It's like, yep.
yeah, indeed, like it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But seeing as Stephen has an 80 intelligence, he is much more likely to understand what's happening, and in that case, also see beyond the veil.
Yes. So how long does this bout of madness last?
Well, a bout of madness is usually rounds, but a phobia is permanent.
So is
So this
phobia
is
of firearms
permanent, right?
permanent?
Yeah.
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 Oh, that's great! Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Fuck!
I didn't roll the die.
So, can you regain sanity points ever? Like, if you get a good night's sleep, or
You can, if you, well, like all sanity point loss is permanent. But at the end of, in this case, a one shot or an adventure or a part of an adventure, if you completed certain tasks, you can indeed roll, for instance, a d10 and regain sanity.
okay.
Also, you can regain sanity from psychological treatment, like if you go to a physician. Rewards for defeating mythos, like if you defeat or thwart the plans of agents of chaos or elder gods, you can regain sanity. And long-term R&R.
Yeah, makes sense.
We spend 2 weeks doing nothing but drinking.
That's R&R indeed.
What do you say to a holiday in Hawaii?
Hawaii. Sounds lovely. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go to the airport. But we don't have the money,
Yes.
and we need to sort Ross's corner. So,
Yeah.
what kind of information have we gained from the book then so far?
Well, as you guys are looking at the book, it's difficult to fathom. There are some ways that you can, like, you need a circle of salt and other things, but to be honest, it doesn't really make sense to you at the moment. Roll me, both of you, an ID roll, which is again intelligence.
Damn it.
Both of you are not really certain, but if you're looking at the book and what it did to Stephen, you think it's safe to assume that there is more to be found at the cabin.
The cabin being the house in Ross's corner?
Yeah. Maybe after a good night's sleep.
I'm gonna light my pipe for the second time. It's a two-pipe problem, Stephen. Fear that we're not gonna find much from this book. I feel we need to maybe head towards this farmhouse.
Yes, I think that is the best course of action. Tell me, do you have family or close friends in this town that we could leave a message that we are departing for Russ's Corner for the next day, and if we disappear, that's where we can be found?
Mr. Keeper, do I have family in the town?
Sure, you have family in the town. You have a brother, um, some acquaintances. Basically, you live here, so you have a few people that you could reasonably call upon um, for aid
Well,
in dire situations.
what day is it? It's now going to be Thursday, isn't it? Because we spent a night.
Mm-hmm.
My brother normally comes to see me on Friday, so he should be passing by tomorrow. If we leave him a note, he should know that we've left for Ross's Corner.
Yes, sounds
Yeah.
excellent.
Excellent. Write one up right now. Gone to Ross's Corner to look for some weird beastie thing from great uncle Rupert, I think it was, yes. Yours sincerely, Felix. So I'm gonna leave that on the table. Let's get a good night's sleep, Stephen. We'll leave tomorrow. You seem a bit shook up at the moment, and I'm gonna hand a bottle of brandy to Stephen. Maybe take this with you to your quarters to forget your troubles.
Oh, I will definitely take that. Or are you sure you don't want it yourself?
No, I'm fine. I have my own supply here.
Ah, ingenious.
Ingenious. I'm gonna go to the
Well
Globe
then.
and get some Cointreau. Start necking it from the bottle. Yeah.
And I wish you a very good night, sir.
Have a good evening there, sir. Good day. And we
Good
head off
evening.
to our rooms and go to sleep. And I can just hear Stephen guggling the brandy through the wall.
Gloop, 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 gloop.
Yes, let the hate flow, Stephen.
Oh, if I could give you inspiration.
Maybe
Right.
you can give us luck points.
Yes. I've got the glass up to the wall. Yes.
All right. As you both are sleeping, Stephen, roll me a fast talk.
Ooh.
It's nothing to do with fast talking, just to see if you advance the skill.
Oh, sorry.
And that's a no. Roll me a history.
Wait, but is this to level up?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you then need to roll higher? Because then if you have a low skill, it's easier to level it up.
Let's see.
And I I think I read that in the notes somewhere. Maybe I misunderstood that.
Please be that.
let's see. I'm learning as we go. Where did you read this?
In the I want to say the player manual. Let's see the pinned messages. No, where is the PDF? You uploaded a PDF somewhere. There.
I can always check.
I'm downloading it, but it's gonna take 5 minutes. So
Right, so let's have a small
Um,
break.
I can say the player's
Yeah.
handbook's in the library in game.
Indeed it is. Let's have a small
Yeah.
break. I'll be
Yeah,
right
yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah. And me. I'll get an ice cream.
yeah. Okay.
Jeroen, let us know.
Yeah.
So, I see
So.
that indeed you must fail
Yes.
the check to gain.
Yes. You've googled it too.
I Reddited it.
You read it. Yes.
You ready did it on Reddit, did it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it says here, so you're then allowed to roll against your skill. A successful roll above your current skill value increases that skill by 1d3 points.
1d3 is a little low.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I thought I read that it was more in the player's handbook, but that's still downloading, so.
Well,
Although it should be
I
done
can
in
just get the player's handbook
10
right here.
seconds. Yeah, it's PDF is almost downloaded, so I can.
Oh, this is the
Control F.
investigator's handbook. Let's see. Because the player's handbook is in my bedroom for some light bedtime reading. um, mm, 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 mm.
Do 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 do.
$97 on this book. No, this is just. Doesn't really say how you level. Though it is an awesome book. Right, did you find something, Yuru?
No, I'm trying to control F for it, but it's it's showing 2 pages side by side, which I hate, and I don't know how to turn it off.
Just
'Cause
talk
this
to it
is-
sternly.
Yeah.
Sudo.
Sorry?
Stop playing too.
Yes.
Pseudo fix yourself, god damn it.
Sudo, for fuck's sake.
Alrighty.
Alrighty then.
Where is Rowanas when you need him?
Who?
Rowan.
Rowan.
He's online.
He's the one who started the whole.
Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Time to fucking join. Go away.
I asked him.
I appear.
Hello.
Hello. So, Rowan, what we were contemplating, like the players have
Hello.
ticked their skills,
Yep.
rolled above the skills during their rest, so
Yep.
they level up. Is it a D10 or a D4?
It's a D10.
Yeah, right?
Unless I've gotten it completely wrong, I'm absolutely certain that in both 6th and 7th, they go up by a D10.
Yeah, I would imagine it was a D10 because a D4 would be hopefully unprepared for the things that are coming for them.
Yeah. Where has the D4 answer come from?
I've googled that, and that came from the website of Obsidian Portal.
Oh.
They say 1d3 even. So, but I also seem to remember that it was higher.
Yes. Well, you have a copy of the rules, do you not?
Yes. if
Yeah,
you
I'm
tell us
trying.
the
I'm trying to find it.
page.
I'm just
Exact
opening
place.
it.
Exact page, Roas. Exact page.
Do you feel like your dad's having a go at you when, like, Rowan has just entered the room? It's like, the expert's here. Shh.
Quiet, children. The men are speaking.
Ronas has entered the chat.
Oh no.
Okay. My PDF is just looking for all instances of what I'm looking for. Oh my god.
I know.
Oh my god, there are so many fucking things with skill in it.
Skill.
Yes, I was looking for increase or advancement, but neither of those seem to find it. Unless I skipped past it.
There it is. It's in section 5 under investigator development phase.
Oh, development, of course.
Of course, such an obvious, really. Definitely don't look for skill, which has like 1019 possible options.
Jesus Christ, development, of course.
But of course.
Well,
I think I'm looking at the wrong book even then because I can't find it.
which book are you looking at?
The Investigator's Handbook?
Yep, no, don't look there.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
You'd think the investigators would look at the investigator handbook.
Oh,
Oh, you sweet swarm of child. How dare you?
Instead, I've got a whole list of characters
Right,
from the Roaring Twenties.
No, that's training. Nope. Well, I have to say, it was the first thing I found in this development phase. I'm definitely not still searching for it now.
I'm just gonna go for a D10.
Wait, there it is. It's actually, I found it. I found it.
It's actually
15
D20.
D6s. Yes.
Definitely 1d100. There we go. Right, if the player rolls higher than the current skill number or the result is over 95, then the investigator improves in that skill. Roll 1d10 and immediately add the result to the current skill points. Skills may rise above 100% by this method.
Thank you very, very much.
No worries. I am so wise. Remember to say your Hail Rowans before you go to bed.
Oh,
Always do.
I think there is a thing about 1d4, but it's to do with sanity and stuff like that, and luck, not to do with your skills.
Yeah.
Right. And also remember, you can go up and down credit rating. You can get poorer and richer, but I don't bother. All right.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Rovanas.
Bye.
All right. So, for your fast talk, you failed. So roll me a D10.
D10 coming right up.
Even though you are connection lost and waiting for a reconnect.
Okay. It's not telling me that. Let me close fantasy rounds and reopening it and reopen it.
Right, Felix, in that case, roll me a library use.
Library use. Boom.
You failed, so roll me a d10.
Oh yeah.
Hot mama.
7.
So you add 7 to your library use.
Library use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's the 26 and 10 next to it? Oh, that's when you marginalizing.
Yeah, that's hard success and extreme success.
Yes.
Right. Even.
Yes, so a d10.
Yeah, so a d10 for fast talk. You add 9 to it, so that's a 14.
Ooh. Ooh. Wait, there is fast.
It's the first one on the list with the red box next to it.
Yeah, but I can't edit it in that list, so I have to there.
You have to.
So
yeah,
I
open the
just add 9 there. And that puts. Wait, do I?
Yeah,
Does it matter in which column I put it? Not
the
really,
big
right?
column. So now your regular
no.
success is under a 14, hard success is under a 7, and extreme success is under a 2.
Yeah, no, but I mean in the edit thing of the skill points, which is where you have to go to actually change it, there are 3 columns for points spent. But yeah, I don't think it matters much.
No, it doesn't matter. So roll me a history check.
I will uncheck fast talk, history. Fail.
Again, fail.
another DT.
Felix,
And-
please uncheck library use for me.
Okay.
So that is 4 on history. Library use. Another fail. 1.
It's better than 0.
Exactly. So library use. So. Wait, that didn't come through?
No.
There we go. Library use. Medicine. Another 1. Well, it doubles my medicine score.
Indeed,
Yep.
it does. From 1 to a whopping 2.
Medicine. Occult.
Hell?
You're just failing all around.
Right. So that's 4 to occult.
Felix, didn't you also succeed in a spot hidden?
Yes.
Right, so both of you roll me a spot hidden.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh, I've succeeded.
Yeah,
So I don't get to increase it.
You don't get to increase it, but Felix does to a 68. So close.
So close. Can I use
Oh,
one luck point?
No.
No.
Well, I'll allow it.
Can I push the roll? What are you doing? I'm trying to get nice. That's what I'm doing. Nice. So, spot hidden, nice.
Yeah.
Mr. Keeper, do you remember the blank skill that I had?
Yeah.
That was set to 40 for piloting. It's now added a base of 80 to that.
Yeah, it's 120 at the moment.
Yeah, which I'm assuming the base is coming from my intelligence somehow.
Could be.
But
Could be.
I don't know how to edited to change that.
There you go.
Wait,
It's
where
gone.
did we go? Okay.
It's gone. What's the number you had for pilot?
40.
40. Alright, I added a pilot for you for 40. Maybe I didn't?
You've added a pilot. I can put in. Oh yeah, you've put in 40. Shall I put in boat there in
Sure.
the description?
If,
Okay.
by any stretch of the imagination, we pilot a boat, we're golden. You're golden.
Yeah.
In the landlocked state of Massachusetts.
Quite.
Well, there are riverboats. You never know.
True.
It's not Louisiana, boy! Alright, so you have spent a night of rest. Relative rest, because both of you are kind of uneasy with things you have discovered, read, seen. Though rest nonetheless. What do you want to do?
Is hiring a car a thing in the 1920s?
Sure.
Well, I
Um,
pick up my phone. Operator? Are you gonna answer the operator, Mr. Coins?
Operator here, what you want?
Arkham Car Hire. I would like to speak to them, please, if you'd like to put me through.
Right on, give me a moment. And you hear like click, 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 click. Welcome, car. What do you want?
I'd like to hire a car, please. This is Felix D'Souza at 125 Electric Avenue in Arkham.
Of course, Arkham. This is where we're situated. Where you headed?
We're heading to Ross's Corner.
Well, car will be there in half an hour.
Okay, thank you.
How you
How
gonna
much
pay?
will how much will this cost? Yes.
Cash?
Yeah, well, I was hoping I could have it on credit. I'm very good for the money.
Roll me a credit check.
Okay, Mr. Ray Palace Man.
Never heard of the Sousa. Cash it is.
Cash it is, then. Put the phone in. Fuck! Steven, do you have any cash?
a bit. Yes.
I might have just hired as a car by accident. I was hoping I'd get it on credit, but we have our transport.
There is money in your safe.
Yeah, but it's my money. I'll take some money out the safe. And I walk over towards my safe, and as I open the safe, there's also my 45 in there.
Please
I'm gonna
put it back in your character sheet.
put the 45.
Yes.
Oh, did you take it out?
Yes, that's why I said there's money in your safe.
Inventory.
I'm somewhat of a benevolent keeper.
Fuck you.
Somewhat.
Sometimes. When you feel like
It's a
it.
45 revolver now. I have 6 shots.
Pew 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 pew.
I'm gonna slide that in without Steven looking, and just grab my money and just like. keep
Steven, roll me
looking.
a spot hidden.
Yes, sir.
Whew.
Don't see shit.
No, like you pull away the curtains from the window and you're checking if there's a car coming, but you're not seeing any car at the moment.
And Stephen, supplies. What are you reckoning? And so far, I have
Well,
lighter fuel, heroin,
Yes, there
handkerchiefs.
was. Yes, this bottle of brandy, which, oh, still half left.
Oh, nice.
And I think I read mention in this book of a salt circle. Perhaps we should take some salt with us.
There should be some in the larder. So,
Yes, if
walking
not,
to-
we'll stop by the grocery.
yeah. Do I have any salt at home?
Sure.
A bag of salt.
That's a lot of salty.
It's a full bag, man. I don't like how ominous the music's all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm looking for something else, but can I find it?
I'm just in my study, man. I don't want to be hearing all this creepy shit. I put on the wireless.
Well, if you give me just a little second. There we go.
Quality. Is there anything else you can think of, Stephen? Do I have like any swords or anything on the wall?
Roll a luck check.
Weren't you saying that you had a suit of armor last session?
I might have over-imagined that.
With
I
a
think there's a full
41,
suit of
you
armor that could-
indeed over-imagined that.
Oh, I thought it was richer. Sorry, Stephen. No suit of armor here.
Oh, perhaps a cross, maybe? If the devil has been summoned, who knows? Maybe a good old cross will take care of it.
I'll pass you my cross off my mantelpiece. If you feel it'll keep you safe, of course.
Yes, well, I will gladly take it.
There we go. Because we're gonna rebuild a pentagram, probably. We're gonna have to fucking fight something, but what else is there? Is there a cricket? Because I'm British, is there a cricket bat on the wall? Or a cricket bat in the corner?
Roll me another luck check.
Come on, cricket bat. Passed it. That was almost 15.
Ah, there's like no other weapons whatsoever on your walls.
These occult circles, don't they often use candles? Perhaps we should take some candles with us.
I was thinking more of a weapon than candles, Stephen. Come on, you're a military sailor.
I've got a knife.
You called that a knife?
Shing.
I
That's a
call
knife.
this a knife.
Very well. Let's wait for the car outside.
Takes a while, and the car arrives, and the driver hangs out of the window. Like, yeah, you D'Souza?
Yes, sir, I'm D'Souza.
All right, get in, buddy.
I open the door. Let Stephen in. After you, sir.
Much obliged.
All right, I imagine you step in, Felix.
Yes, of course.
All right.
I'll just stand there, Madam Two Sword, and looking in the air. Ah, Arkham. I love this city. Ah, yes. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I got lost in myself there. Shut the door.
It's
Oh,
quite easy to lost in the grandeur of Arkham, buddy. Where you guys headed?
Ross's Corner, sir.
Ross's Corner. Oh yeah, that's that little village just about town, right?
I believe it's about 30 minutes away.
Might be. Let me just roll the dice. Exactly 30 minutes, sir. Exactly.
Well, let's make haste, sir. So
All right.
stand on ceremony.
And the car stalls
Oh, for God's
for
sake.
no apparent reason, and he's like, he does this from time to time. It's to do with the radio. Let me just turn it off, and he turns off the radio, starts the car again, and the moment he starts the car, the radio starts again.
But does the car stall again?
No, the car does not stall. The car is puffing along nicely. I've been to Ross's Corner. Got a nephew that lives there. Well, he used to live there. He's been gone for, I don't know, ages? Yeah, ages.
In the context of age.
Gone missing?
No. He left.
Ah,
Joined the military, he did. Not the Navy, but
no.
the actual military, like the grunt purple.
The army.
Quite.
The infantry?
Well, all I know, he was in Belgium for quite some time. And
No.
veers off the road.
Oh, good man. Keep your eyes on the road.
Quite. He was in Belgium for quite some time. For Dun, he mentioned once. You been for Dun, sir?
No, I haven't been for done.
You, Mr. Whatever your name is?
D'Souza?
You've been to D'Souza? Never heard of the place.
You
Don't
just-
go there, it's a crap hole. You're not
I'm
missing
afraid
much.
no. I'm not a military man, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't see any action during the war effort. Or since.
I have, you know what I mean. This is a real taxi, but sometimes I rent it out as a fake taxi.
Is your name Honest John by any chance?
Honest John, name and trade.
Oh God, he's one of those.
I've been in the war. Don't much like to talk about it, but it was something. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Not D'Souza?
Not
Steven.
D'Souza.
Yes, well, yeah, let's not talk about it.
Indeed. Happy times, happy life. We made it back,
Yes,
didn't we?
But
We gave them
Yes.
Jerry's 1-4.
oh yeah.
Indeed.
So,
Indeed.
got any wife and kids,
That's
Mr. What's your name again?
Dreyfus. Mr. Felix Dreyfus.
Ah, Felix! Ah, yes. Love your name.
Oh, why, thank you. I've been around. The war, it hasn't been very good to me. And he turns around, and you see that like half of his face has been burned. One eye is
Oh my.
crusted over. And he turns back and says, "You came out all right there, sir."
Well, I've got quite a scar myself, but thankfully it's on my upper arm. So well, ladies see it when it doesn't matter anymore, does it?
Doesn't matter no much, sir. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And you get a feeling that he's waiting for a psychology roll.
Okay.
He stops talking and focuses on the road ahead. Drives around in about 20 minutes of silence. As you roll in to Ross's Corner. Ross's Corner consists of a few tired buildings. There's no other way to describe them. And tired homes, a few miles west of Arkham. As you travel down the Worcester Road. The prosperity of long farms has long been in decline. If you look around, you estimate that about 30 to 50 people could live here. And it's about the combination of a church, a general store, post office, and gas station, and a few other houses. Felix stops and says, "Well, that about do it, sirs. That's
Thank
about
you, sir.
$1, please."
I'm gonna hand him $1.
Yes.
And he turns around with the $1 in hand and looks at you, Stephen, like,
I'm gonna give him another $1. Here, for your trouble, sir.
thank you. And he puts both of them back and says, "You behave now."
Is there any chance you could come pick us up here later? If need be, Stephen, Felix? How did I forget your name? Such a lovely name.
Well, Frank, D'Souza. I might.
You just call me Frank?
Well, you called me Stephen, so I think we're even.
Oh, I like you, Felix.
I
Frank.
like you too, Frank.
Oh, fuck you.
And he just bolts.
Well, there he goes. Maybe not.
Well, we could have paid him probably $5 to let him wait, but well.
He stops. Drives back.
Yes, Felix, $5. He just reversing with his head out the window.
$5, really?
$5, my man, if you wait here until later, because I don't feel like taxis come through, or any sort of transport comes through this town. So I don't want to be stuck here for the night.
Yes, indeed. Here's $2 in advance. We'll get the other $3 when we take rides back home tonight.
I'm gonna slip in my flask my hip flask and just pass it. Go, yeah, have a couple of those. I'll keep you busy for a bit.
He takes it with vigor, and you understand that you just gave a flask of heavy liquor
Yeah,
to your driver.
of course. It's the
Alrighty.
1920s. Why not?
All right. Just so you know, $10 in 1920s is worth $132.
I'm a rich
Today.
architect. I'm trying to flash.
I am fully going for this.
Yes, of course.
All
No,
right.
Stephen. No, Stephen. I mean Felix.
He doesn't care what you call him. He's just happy for the
Look.
money.
Driver.
Yes, quite.
Have a nap. Sleep it off. We'll be back later. Relax, chill, enjoy the sun. You're in the country. Now, we'll be back later. You say you know this town because of your brother. Would you know where the farmhouses the Merryweathers are?
I wouldn't know, but I think the general store. Miss Susan knows everything.
Ah, Miss Susan, a good name. Stephen, following, sir?
Yes. Well, we have the letter, the deed. That should state the address, shouldn't it?
Is there any street signs about? Because I'm gonna guess
No.
that this town's probably got about 10 streets in it.
Yeah, that's quite a generous estimate.
About 2.
Well, we hardly can't go trying this key on every door, can we? Let's go to the grocery store, see if Miss Susan knows the place.
Alright, let's walk into the grocery store. As the door opens, Suzanne!
And a lady behind the counter looks up. And she looks at you and says, Susan?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I haven't heard this name in a long time. People around me call me Ma Peters.
Ma Peters? It's quite a bit different. I would have thought Susie or Sue or
Ah,
something like that.
my friends call me Susan. You do not
Oh.
look like my friends, now do you?
I'm sorry, I got a bit carried away there. I used to know someone called Susan, and I used to love shouting her name. It's a beautiful name. You should celebrate it more.
I should, but in the meantime, call me Ma Peters.
Ma Peters, could you direct us in the direction of the poof. I look back at Stephen and just whisper to him.
I pull out the deed that's in my pocket.
No. I'm just gonna stop him off with. Should we be revealing the name of a cultist kind of name or something? Should.
Well, I'm just gonna look at the address.
What's the address?
I look in confusion at Felix and go like, what? What does it mean?
But I don't know if we'll be welcome here. I don't know if they liked him or not. Like we might just say his name and they might just throw us out the town.
But I'm gonna look at deed because it shows the address, and I'm gonna ask where the address is. I'm not throwing around any names.
Okay. Just so we're on the same page there, Stephen. That's all.
Yes. Okay.
Well, what's the address say, Mr. Keeper?
Well, let's see. What does the address say? It says Boone Road.
Boone Road.
Yeah.
There a number?
No, there's not.
Okay.
So, Susan. Can I call you Susan? I'd like to call you Susan.
You can call me Ma Peters.
Okay. I'm being a bit too friendly again. Yes, I understand. I'm gonna dab my head with a handkerchief. Ooh. Sorry, would you know where Boone Road is?
I'm quite sure it's on the other side of town. But what are you here for? That place has been deserted for, as long as I can remember.
Oh, there's been we've inherited the place through a sadly passed away distant family member of ours, and we're here to have a look at the place, yeah. Inspect it, see if it's up to snuff, maybe do some restorations.
Is that so? I would love to have you do some restorations, because this little shack has been in decline for, well, I remember that the first people that came here after old man Jenkins sold it was, I would have been 30-ish, and that might have been 30 years ago. I would love to have somebody just pick up the pace on that place. It's been a thorn in our eyes, to be frank.
Well, it won't be for that much longer. If it can be salvaged, we'll get some repairs done. If not, I think we'll take it down to the ground.
I think
Either way, it'll no longer be an eyesore to you.
I would love it if that's been taken care of, but to be honest, between you and me, don't feel bad if people are quite hesitant to, like the other people in town. They're quite, how do I put this? They might be a bit hostile on the lower end of the spectrum, and we just lost one of our own right here. She's been gone for a few days, and nobody has been able to find her, and a lot of the people suspect out-of-towners, if you catch my drift.
Oh, good lord, no. It's nothing like that. No. As I say, this is a family member.
I can imagine. If you boys are family members of, what's his name again?
Merryweather?
That's indeed, it's the old Merryweather place. Mr. Merryweather hasn't been here for, as I said, around 30-odd years, but if you really have the deed and you are his long removed cousin or son or whatever, I'm sure the occupants of Russ's Corner would welcome you with open arms.
It's good to know. And this lost girl, you don't have a photograph or any description of her in case we come across her?
Photo what now?
We said a girl had gone missing recently.
Indeed she did. But
maybe she could be at this property for all you know. You say it's been in disrepair for such a long time. Just in case we see her on the road, you don't know. We can
Oh,
Tell her she's safe. We're just trying to help.
I'm sure that she had nothing, absolutely nothing, to find or search for at this house.
No, I don't think. Never mind my friend Felix here. He's
Yep.
too
Can I-
curious for his own good.
Can I do like an inside check on her though? The way she said, "Never this house."
Sure.
So where would be insight be?
It would be a psychology roll.
Oh, fuck off. Nope.
You have no idea if she is either on the level or off the level. As far as you know, she's on the level.
Okay, well, thank you, Miss Ma Peters. Just to be sure, if I step out the store, is it to the left or to the right?
Oh well, Shuga, it's about a half-hour drive or a few hours walk to the other side of town. We are a tight-knit but geographically expanded location, if you catch my drift.
A lot of fields.
Really? Okay.
Lot
Is
of
that
fields.
would that be further west then? Just so that we can tell our driver in which direction we need to go.
I say Boone Road, if you follow it north, just out of town, it's an easy find.
Well, much obliged then.
All
Thank you,
right,
my
Sugar.
Peters.
And
You're very welcome.
before we leave, can I just have a look around to see what kind of stuff they're selling?
Oh, sure, Sugar. What do you need?
um, do you have any medical supplies, band-aids, or oh, what's it called?
Bandages?
Yes.
Yes. Ointment?
Just some first aids. You know, if we're going to look at that fall at that deserted place, you never know what you find in those places. We might cut ourselves on some piece of broken glass, and we just wanted to be prepared.
Quite
That's all.
sure, Sugar. I have a selection of first aid kits right here. It's gonna cost you, though.
How much does a first aid kit cost?
That's the darndest thing. How much do you have on you?
Well, I'd say about $4.
That's exactly what it costs.
Well, ain't I lucky?
You sure are, Sugar?
So I hand her $4.
Mm-hmm.
I assume being a small town that you do a bit of bartering and you also do buying and selling.
It could be
Could I
persuaded
interest-
to do some buying or selling.
Can I interest you in a copy of WinRAR?
Win what now?
Oh, WinRAR. Everyone that's happening has a copy of this. Only the most prestigious people of this. You can zip things up, unzip them, raw them up, unraw them.
Fast talk.
Come on, baby. Come on. No.
Mister, you're talking nonsense. There's
It's
no
more of a city
zipping
thing.
or
Isn't it?
zapping here.
Just you wait. When it goes big, when it goes massive, you'll want your copy.
When it goes
And
massive, nobody is gonna be able to say that they bought it because nobody buys it.
I know. Now, Ma Peters, is there anyone else in town you'd recommend we go and see, being new patrons to the town, and we could potentially be living here soon after the renovations are finished?
What do you mean,
You see-
you people living here?
Well, you're a tight-knit community. Like, surely you accept new people into your community. We don't want to property to develop. We don't want to sell the land on. We don't want to be harsh with you at all. But at some point, we're going to have to interact if we want to live here. You said you don't accept us in open arms. This is family.
She leans in and says, "You boys, two of those lovers?
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a shame because Rossison could use a bit of flair here."
Ooh. I'm not against that at all. It's not my thing. I'm sorry. I drink a bit too much. I can hardly even get the pole raised, so to speak, half the time.
We may be able to rectify that after a certain moment of time. And she eyes Stephen up and down like his firm navy body. We might indeed, sugar.
Oh, Ma Peters, calm yourself.
Come,
I know a man in
Susan.
See, we're already getting along. Susan, calm yourself. I know a man in uniform gets you all hot under the collar, but there's time for that to blossom. In the meantime, is there anyone we should go and see?
As he's asking this, I unbutton the top button of my shirt. It's getting hot in here.
So take off all your clothes. She's quite ahead of pop lingo. Just so you know. No, she doesn't say that.
You wish you did.
I
Yeah.
wish you did, indeed.
She did. She said it's canon. You can't take it back.
All right, it's canon. She just asked you to take off all your clothes. You too, Stephen.
Let's not go there.
Quite sugar, but well, I'm the main spokesperson in this town because I run the general store, you see. Most of the people around here, they keep to themselves. I'd advise you to not bother them in any way or form. I imagine if you tapped their doors, they wouldn't open.
Yes, well, it's still a long way before we even decide if we move into this town or not. I don't think we should bother these good people yet.
Quite.
But Felix, do you still need anything?
No, we'll be on our way.
Otherwise, I think we'll. Yes.
Yes.
Right.
We best get going. Susan, I'll see you later.
Yes, it was a pleasure to meet you.
And she just screams at you, "Sudden comfort!" Right there.
Thank you, Susan. I'm gonna grab it off the thing, neck it back. No take backsies.
Inside jokes.
Love it.
So you step out of the general store. What are you doing?
We're going to see the driver.
Yeah.
I'm going to notice
Yeah,
he's
let's-
very
let's-
drunk because it's still only like 10 minutes after you thing. Oh, fuck! Felix! I'm going to push Felix across onto the passenger side. Jesus Christ.
You
Steven, get in. I'll drive.
back already?
Yes, now you're too drunk to drive. Move over.
Okay.
I'm not too drunk to drive.
Oh, Jesus Christ, he's been sick in the floor now. Oh, God. It's going to stink all the way
Felix, Felix, do you know how to drive a car?
there. Oh, I feel like a certain role is coming across now.
I have driven an automobile once or twice.
Out of 100,
I
how much percentage would you say you competent
I would
behind the
say
wheel?
Like the driver
would say
looks at
I
both
have
of you and says, "You're about the same."
Yeah, it's about 20% of the time I'm pretty alright.
Yes, something about a 1 in 5 chance to get us there in one place, in one piece.
Maybe if you take the pedals and I take the wheel, we might be able to get this up to 40%. Well, let's try and decide who drives. I say I'm driving.
Felix takes the wheel.
Look, Stephen, you may be a sailor, but this isn't a boat. This is a car. If you'd like to just sit in the back, I'll get us there, because I've put us in this mess with Felix here. I got too excited again by hearing my own name. I gave him my bloody hip flex. Don't do that, you stupid bastard.
Yes.
So
Yes. Well,
yeah.
I'll put Mr. Felix here in the back seat, so he can sleep it off a bit, and I'll get in the front passenger seat.
Mind the sick.
All right. So you're sitting.
Oh God damn!
Looks like.
You're sitting shotgun, Stephen, and Felix is driving.
Like a bat out of
Yeah.
hell.
You're heading north. Both of you give me a navigate roll.
Oh, fuck. Come on, baby. Oh, do I spend it? No, I'm not going to spend it. I'm going to fail. No, I'll spend it because you failed as well. So, I'll spend the 6 points.
Yeah.
So you spent 6 points
Yes.
of your 41 luck
Yes.
to navigate towards the house. Remember this moment that you spent 6 luck.
Yeah, I will.
just
I'll remember,
remember
just
it.
for. I'll remember it for one reason, because I know you, and I know you're an obtuse bastard to the point of you just driven back to Arkham.
No. Remember it at the end of this adventure. That
Okay,
you
can
just
I-
spent 6 luck to just navigate.
Oh, I really don't see Felix D'Souza surviving this.
All right. So you drive, and you remember that the old woman Susan said that you had to go north-ish, and as you're driving, you get to a Y in the road, and one of the two goes, the left one goes to the west, but the other one goes straight north. And as you're driving close to it, you see that the left one just circles back all the way, and you're like, no, I need to go north, baby. So you take the right, and as you're driving, you see an ancient house. There's no other way to describe it. An ancient house sits at top of a hill, visible from the road, and about 100 yards east from the road where you're driving. As you're looking at it, it's about early 18th century salt box designed with a high-peaked roof and windows sealed by sagging shutters. The roof is bowed as if it's tired with age, but all the shingles are intact. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna pull up the car outside, put it in park, like the Americans do. Alright then, Stephen. We're here.
Yes, let's see what we've got.
Gonna open the back door to Felix. Felix! He's drunk. Sleep it off, Felix. We'll be back later. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm gonna slam the door in his face.
Oh!
Well, let's just say I'm pretty petrified here, Stephen. This isn't my normal daily affair.
Yes, it's well, nothing to it.
Oh,
Let's.
I'm gonna...
I'm gonna fish the key out of my pocket, and I move towards the front door.
I'm gonna take my hip flask out and take a quick swig. Look at Stephen. Dodge courage.
Yes, please.
So we're up there just
Pause
swigging.
for him. Take a swig, and hand it back to Felix. Good stuff, sir.
Oh yes. So, unlock the door, Stephen. Let's see what's in this house of horrors.
Yes, let's. And I put the key into the keyhole and unlock the door.
You open the
And
door.
open it.
You open the door. Within the front room of the house is a dirty and long untouched room. Dust lies thickly on the mantel and empty shelves, while dead leaves and detritus cover the floor. The wooden floor is badly warped and stained, the result of water leaking through the roof and ceiling. Rot has eaten away at an old couch and matching wing chairs. Perhaps they are the source of the faint odor of, for lack of a better word, mildew in the room. Both roll me a listen roll.
Listen. Come on, baby. Nope.
Nope.
I don't hear shit.
As you are looking around, the odor of mildew and basically decay attacks your nostrils.
Can I push that roll?
You for sure can push the roll.
Alright, I'm pushing it I was at the time dabbing my face off with my handkerchief and wiping my nose, and now I'm actually looking around going, oh, and actually intently listening for something. Fuck yeah!
Nice.
And as you're dabbing your face and moving your handkerchief away and putting it back, you certainly listen more carefully. And suddenly you hear like scuffling and scurrying, or maybe even a bumping noise under the floor, coming from under the floor. And we see you next session.
Oh,
Ah,
I was literally going to say my last action was going to be I touch my ear, just like looking at Stephen and just point downwards.
Well, that can be your last action.
Yes, just.
Mm-hmm.